Over the weekend, the delegation of the acting president, Yemi Osinbajo, met with the victims of the St. Philip's Catholic Church attack in Ozubulu. The delegation was also at the church to get a first-hand look at the scene of the tragedy and to condole with the state on the gruesome attack. Public affairs analyst Dayo Lomuwa joins us now to discuss the killings and responses it has generated. Good to have you here on the News Hour.
Oh, my pleasure.
Well, let's begin with this now. 1 week after the Ozubulu attack, we've had a case of gunmen killing 2 near a church in Onitsha. Now, what does this say on the level of security in the region when where the southeast suffered a killing not too long ago, and we're having another one just yesterday? What does it say on the level of security preparedness, operations rather, in that area?
I think clearly it shows something close down, very close to breakdown, if you allow me to put it that way, breakdown of security. Whatever security apparatus is around, my challenge is churches of all places. That's where these attacks are occurring. It's meant to be like a safe haven. So if we're in this situation, we should begin to pray that kingdom come. So it shows the level, the quality of the security apparatus on ground. 13 people, we have not recovered from that, and 2 gunned down again.
Well, the second one, we must say, was not directed at the church. We have to point it out.
Yeah, it was pointed out.
It wasn't directed at the church.
Yeah, I think it was a case of armed robbery or something. It was very close to the church. Overall, we're saying by now, you expected that the security in that region should have been very big.
All right, Dayo, I'll get back to this question of security because there's something I have to ask you on that. But what sense do you make of the fact that the vice president has sent a delegation there? The Anambra killings in the church, the VP sent a delegation there. What sense do you make of the delegation? And then the fact that he sent a delegation there?
It's a better late than never. I think it's a good one from the vice presidency office that a delegation is at last sent to commiserate with the people of Ozubulu and with the governor and the people of Anambra State. And but the challenge I have with that, good that he sent it, but if you look at the whole scenario, you begin to ask questions. If you look at the response rate when this issue happened, it took over 12 hours before we could have any solid statement from whether the presidency office or the vice presidency office or acting presidency office. And I'm asking question. 12 people died, now 13, and for 12 hours, not even somebody releasing a statement from the Twitter handle or the vice president or the acting president, or for somewhere just to at least acknowledge that this happened in Nigeria. And we have to wait over 12 hours. That gone, and we hear all kinds of great things from the London office, from President Buhari and from every other angle. And now you're sending delegation after almost 7 days or 6 days after the incident. So for me, better late than never, but I hope we could be more proactive.
So what are you expecting, if not the delegation? What were you expecting initially?
Initially, immediately the incident happened, in another same climate, allow me to use that language, in another society where you have sanity, you will hear a statement released immediately from the presidency 1 or 2 hours after the incident. In fact, in some places, the statement will be coming at the site of the event, at the site of the incident. That's where the president or whoever or his delegates were going to be releasing the statement.
Okay, let me talk about the security now. The FG has said that it wants to come up with security plans that will guarantee safety of lives and property in worship centers. Sign of the times, you would say?
I didn't hear that, sorry.
Yeah, the FG has said when they have a plan, or they're coming up with a plan to guarantee security of lives and property in worship centers. And I'm saying, or asking, would you say this is sign of the times?
Again, you're talking about providing securities?
That's what they have said they will do at worship centers. And I'm saying, is it because of what we are faced with, that the insecurity in churches, because like you said earlier, we've never had it happen before that people went into a church to shoot, gun down people. So, and then mosques, when you talk about Boko Haram. So they're saying they have a plan to begin to secure.
Again, it has nothing to do with it. It shouldn't be about the church. As a Nigerian, my security, my safety should be guaranteed anywhere within the country. So if you don't wait in the church to kill me, and you go into the market and you shoot me dead, or you go into the school, you see people being kidnapped in school. You're talking about because it happened in church. So I'm saying, if you say you're beefing up security around churches or mosques or places of worship, what about the generality of Nigeria? The first business of the government is to provide safety, is to provide security of lives and property. So it just shows clearly the signs of the time. And I don't know, the government seems to be trying. The acting president seems to be laboring, and his team laboring hard. But as you look at it deeper, you're asking all kinds of questions. Who is really in charge here? Is this system really working? Again, is there something you need to tweak somewhere? Do we need to restructure something? You cannot do without these questions. Who is going to guarantee your security? The police? The armed forces?
I hope you're not talking about state police there.
All right, let's leave it at that for now because of time factor. Thanks a lot, Dayo Lomuwa, for your analysis on the news hour. Appreciate it.